Salute, this is Jeff.
This is David.
Did you forget your name, David?
No, I said this is David.
Okay, sure.
It's 12:30, 1 o'clock. I'm tired, all right?
Yeah, no, I know. I'm there with you. We were playing Asura's Wrath. You'll recall last time we came back from death, almost. Like, very, very almost. So we were a statue in a mountain. Asura has been enshrined by... I don't know what kind of people. This is just the people. So
the random people that will soon be dead.
I mean, maybe not necessarily all of them. I mean...
Well, I mean, this one seems plot relevant, and she's holding a baby, so maybe
that's
not.
True. I mean, it would be a very bold choice to just kill the baby first. They usually don't do that in, media.
Yeah. People tend to just feel really bad when you kill babies.
And puppies,
But puppies get killed a lot more often than babies.
I guess so, yeah.
I can think of one game where they kill the baby in the beginning, and that's Max Payne. And I can think of one anime where they kill a dog real quick in the beginning, and that's the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I think I've mentioned.
Okay. Asura has broken out of his prison.
That's a chill baby.
It is pretty chill, baby. There we go. Boat noises.
There we go.
Crunchiness. Boat noises. Yep.
Leather crinkling. Boat noises.
Point noise. Yep.
I corrected myself.
I know. Won't go on the list.
Where am I?
Asura's still having problems with the old memory.
Mithra.
Now, does she look like Mithra because she's supposed to, or does she look like Mithra because they only modeled like 3 faces?
Yes.
Okay. Because that baby looks a lot like Mithra as a baby.
Yes. Well, I mean, you gotta make use of those assets. It's very time consuming.
No, I want a new asset for every character.
Okay. Well, it depends. You gotta prioritize, right? So, like Wizen, there's like 72 models because like every single expression and hand acting moment has to have a separate handcrafted
Why
model.
does that upset the baby, but the concussive explosion in front of the baby does nothing?
Plot baby knows what's important.
Pod baby or plot baby?
Yes.
Okay.
Plot baby. To go beat up some gorillas.
She was speaking in a non-subtitled, non-English language,
yes,
right?
It's just as far as I know, it's just a nonsense language. It's made of things that sound vaguely like maybe Japanese and other things.
So
I believe that the appropriate sound effect there is yoink.
Yep. We are now playing Donkey Kong, apparently.
A little bit, yeah.
A better version of it, but yes.
And in a shocking twist, this episode begins with combat.
Yeah.
There's actually some things to beat up. There's not too many.
Yeah.
It's still
no giant elephant.
There is no giant elephant. No. Sorry about that.
And we got to see the interior of that particular model.
Well,
after having just watched a bunch of Rising, this looks very simple.
I know. It is pretty simple,
Yeah.
After playing a bunch of DMC on turbo mode,
yeah,
everything it seems very slow.
Yeah. There aren't nearly enough particle effects.
Yeah, not nearly enough. Well, I mean, but at this point in the game,
Is that?
This is not a particle-heavy portion of the story.
Right.
But there's plenty of time for particle nonsense. Now, this is an auto-scroller, but it's not... it doesn't have exactly the same controls as the flying auto-scrollers. I was fully expecting to be able to dodge into the air. That is not the case. Your gravity still applies, and the loosest of anime senses here.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. There are some pretty fun action games that have no gravity.
This is more Sin and Punishment and less Star Fox at the moment.
I don't know Sin and Punishment.
Okay, it's a game with approximately looks like that. It was made by Treasure.
Like a monkey getting his face punched in?
No, I'm just saying with behind the back Star Fox style shooter. Sort of a 3D, but a corridor that you're going down. So basically, like a scrolling shmup, but, from an over-the-shoulder perspective. Although, as far as I know, Sin and Punishment had characters that were actually grounded, so you would jump to dodge, and you would still do crazy dodges and stuff. Yeah, the Panzer Dragoon Orta kind of style, painting targets. That guy got crushed. He died it.
Oh. Hey, impurity levels, they're back.
Finally know what the impurity level is.
It's only...
Very disappointed. I did not bother looking up the impurity level of
the giant elephant Goma.
Yeah, giant elephant. A video game monster that growls at you.
It's weird.
I've never seen that before.
Ever.
In fact, I've never not seen that before.
Exactly. We totally have not, between the two of us, LP'd 3 games that do that. Before, actually.
And played 100 other games that do, because it's what video games do, and movies.
Now, the big question is, was that a, super generic stock roar, or did they find a different roar specifically for this?
Unknown. It is a trope that you just, even things that don't even make sense for, just generic, lion combo, hyena combo, elephant roar, whatever they use for just your generic monster sound.
Right.
I can get behind a good dragon roar. You can justify that in an ecological Monster Hunter sense.
Well, yeah, dragons are supposed to roar.
Sure. Yeah, but then maybe get into the fringes of things that need a roar, just some sort of weird zombie monster. It probably doesn't need a roar.
Probably and can't, if we're being literal here. Yeah. Doesn't have the lungs anymore.
Yeah, that's true, but upon that path lies ruin. Trying to logic out that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why something that doesn't make any noise is all the more interesting.
Right, and has the potential to be exceedingly creepy.
Sure, if it's a particularly, eldritch monstrosity.
Or, what was that multi-puppet thing from that second Silent Hill movie?
Multi-puppet thing. From the Silent Hill Village. Yeah, that was a good design for the monster, even though
it made noise, and you leaned over to me and you said, just imagine if it didn't. And I started cussing at you.
Yeah, because it's just generic noises. Things that don't make noise that comes to mind? Well, let's say Velstadt from Dark Souls 2. He's just a big dude. And his intro cutscene, which is only 10 seconds long, is just him sort of standing up and looking at you. It doesn't have any sort of bestial roar. It's just kind of all right, I guess we're doing this now. Yep. This turtle isn't quite dead yet.
Or the from Bioshock, the plaster people who pretend to be statues.
Okay.
And then when you look away, they move, but when you look at them, they keep moving, but they don't make any noise at all. They just start running at you, and then you're like, oh, no. It's
too bad the whole Sandra Cohen part of Bioshock was horror crap. So bad.
Who's Sandra Cohen?
It's just it's the guy that literally derails the plot because you're just on the bathysphere, and he just he just diverts you and is like, I'm an artist, and please go take pictures of dead people. No. And then at the end, I'll be like, who's art? No. And then you'll kill me.
Right.
And then finally, after all that's done, you're just Atlas is all now we can get back to the plot. Hooray.
Yeah, okay. I agree with you. His character was not that interesting.
I'm up and down on Bioshock. There's good and bad things.
I never finished it.
I tricked you into playing it.
Yep. You didn't trick me into finishing it.
No, that's true. That's what LPs are for.
Yeah.
Stop praying. This is pathetic.
So Asura is not one for worship, apparently.
Oh, that fleet's still up there. Fantastic.
Is the Septentrion? Is it the Septentrion? Oh, okay, I was right.
Hey, way to go.
Woo! Score 1 for Jeffy.
Oh, it's these dudes again. Asura.
You've learned the language
Yeah,
so
it's
fluently.
like
more fluently than English.
Oh, bite me. Oh, is it? Yes.
This is the reason for the unusual mantra concentration in these parts. How disappointing.
I like how he makes the same sound as the lift in Dark Souls 1 in the Blight Town.
Pinwheel's another good example.
Ah.
It's just a creepy thing that looks at you. So yes, Calro and his stupid little
Oh, that's
stroller.
his staff is also his stroller. That's fantastic.
His wheel staff stroller Segway thing.
This is the reason for the unusual mantra concentration in these parts. How disappointing. Well, I suppose I should collect the mantra and report back to Lord Deus. Mortals, the Goma have defiled your land. Before your tarnished souls fall to Naraka, I shall guide you to heaven.
Soul vacuum activate.
Asura's just gonna kind of stand here. That Buddha has a mustache. That
Indeed.
blade has a face.
Blade has a face. Buddhist mustache.
That person had a hat.
Stop! What are you doing?
I need not explain our ways to the fallen. A monkey like you would not understand anyway.
Oh, he also has teeth. Fantastic. Oh, wow. He's not stopping this yet. Okay. Oh. That stomp killed a lot of people. They're only worth 1 soul each?
Yeah. I mean, you know, you just have to kill a lot of people, you know.
Fair enough. That's what they kind of do.
What did you accomplish by trying to hurt us? Enjoy the Louisa life.
I wonder which one Asura will save. Or Asura, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, are you Asura? That's his name.
Sorry, I'm thinking of Final Fantasy.
Doing.
Yeah. In which case, there'd be a lot more face shifting and Cure 4 casting.
And Reflect.
Yes.
Alright, go crazy. What, that's all that took? Oh, those guys suck.
I will not stand for this. Your lives will end here.
Does he have a set number of teeth, or does it just grow the more he opens his mouth? Like, if
Yes.
he peeled his head back, would it just be infinite teeth?
Disturbing. Yes.
Say something.
did. He said your life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he said. I mean, I feel like it seemed to be pretty well. I mean, he was enunciating. It seemed pretty obvious.
Yeah. I mean, he had that weird filter over his voice, but it was by no means terrible. There was one anime my dad was watching for reasons I still don't understand. That had a mechanical dude who had 3 different filters on his voice, it sounded like. Oh,
okay.
Wow. Bendy. And it got so bad at one point he had to rewind what we were watching and turn subtitles on to understand what the dude was saying. So maybe...
I strongly dislike the spear guys. They're hard to interrupt. But yes, why was... First of all, why was your dad watching an anime? Just because... He was just like, I'm watching anime.
It was on, and he saw the first 10 minutes and said it looked interesting.
Do you remember anything else about it? I am interested to know what anime would be interesting to your dad based on 10 minutes of one episode.
Okay, so here's what I remember. There is a guy in a coma.
Okay.
But because he's in a coma, his alternate spirit form is actually out there killing demons and whatnot.
Okay, yeah, Dragon Ball Z. Got it, okay. He's watching Dragon Ball Z.
No, he wasn't. Ooh.
Someone had
really good Foley work.
There's 2 prompts on that one.
But no, there's
you were talking about how your dad started watching Dragon Ball Z?
It wasn't Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, this is a Dragon Ball Kai. Got it.
No, he's seen some of the Dragon Ball episodes. He does not like that series at all.
Okay, so it was Ronin Warriors. Got it.
I think he's seen Ronin Warriors, actually, but it wasn't that.
So it was Dragon Ball
this
Z.
Seems mean. Got it. This seems really mean. Oh, stop punching him!
We're only saving the souls of the mortals! That matters not to me.
This is one of the first of many instances of UI telling a story. Something that Asura's Wrath does very well.
Oh, come on, be prompt. Oh. I did feel real bad punching him, but then I wanted him to punch him again, so I don't know what's wrong with me.
I don't even know what I want anymore. Who knows?
Catch the rock.
I know how you feel.
With your skin.
Because I'm touching you. I know how you feel. Azra's very literal.
I like to think so.
When he said, "What did you say?" It wasn't because he was challenging him, because he was dissatisfied with the nature and manner of his response. It's because he was hard of hearing and didn't understand him the first time.
Yep. Absolutely.
Now here for a weird line reading.
You let me handle them.
You let me handle them.
Eyes.
Well, okay, sure.
I like how the period on that sentence was the eyes getting bigger, I think. Oh, you got an achievement.
Ka-ching. I think that was just for getting a certain amount of battle points total. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, 120,000?
Yeah. Indeed. Yeah, it was
1.2 million. 120,000? Okay.
Got that ass rating.
Son of a...
Just saying. That's how it happened.
Dead ass rating, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can actually read the text this time.
I can't. My preview window's too small.
Well, it's hard, but I can read it.
The gist of this one is that, well, it's kind of what we already went over, but Asura is enshrined And despite the propaganda that sort of went into the myths of Asura being the evil one that was cast down by the noble other deities, there's sort of like a sect that has deified him. And they say that there's a lot of anger around the rock where he is entombed, and people stay away from it, generally speaking, except for this one girl, the girl we've seen. So
the one who is not Mithra.
It was offering, the one that looks like Mithra, but it was offering flowers.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. This is just telling her backstory, since they don't actually speak.
All right, I can't read it anymore. It's like
her dad was killed by Goma.
Yeah.
He wasn't killed by Goma, but he was killed during the cleansing. Okay. So the Serpentrion, which still sounds weird.
I thought it was Septentrion.
Serpentarius. Serpenontario.
Oh, he's stabbed a lot.
Serpentario.
Also, that Goma in the background, that's pretty
He's like,
brutal.
Hey guys, I can't talk. I got a thing in my mouth. Can I hang out later?
That's all I can look at. I can't even read the text. All I see is that face.
No, you don't hang out. Okay, never mind.
Of course.
So her dad was killed. Well, supposedly, the deity's troops were there. Anyways, and then Asura reminds her of her dad. So she goes and offers flowers to Asura on a regular basis.
Whereas she reminds Asura, reminds the main character of his daughter.
Yes.
It's really late. I'm tired. Okay.
I know. So this is another. At least there was chasing a monkey. That did happen in this episode. So. And there was also double kick. I do like double kick.
You mean drop kick?
Yeah, but I mean double kick prompt. So there's the prompt for like the first, and then dramatic, and then a second prompt for second part of kick.
Okay.
But the next episode, which I will tease, is really good. It's about time another one of the 7 died. So.
Oh, thank goodness. Those are the good part.
Yep. It's time for someone else to die.
Yay.
And it's not Asura, because he's already done that twice. So,
yeah.
I mean, there's still a possibility that he could die a third or fourth time, maybe in increasingly dramatic ways, but at this point, it's basically just a boss rush. So,
I mean, at the same time, he's just, well, we've killed him again. Let's make him climb the tower again with the same button prompts. And again, with the same button prompts.
And just have him remember a different time earlier on when some of the characters that are now dead are still alive.
Yes.
So they can still participate.
So we can get more ideal Foley work of the fat guy.
Mm-hmm. We need more boat creaking. We paid for a lot of boat creaks.
Except it's the same, 5 stock sounds you hear in every boat creak ever.
No, they actually bought an actual Spanish galleon. It just happens that when you record a Spanish galleon, it sounds like that. That's just what it sounds like.
There are only 4 sounds a Spanish galleon can make?
Yeah, there's only 4 sounds that it makes. They're authentic, though. They're authentic sounds. It's very important to be authentic.
That's where a third of their budget went.
Authentic means you paid more for it, probably. That's what makes it authentic.
I think so.
I think that's true. That's probably true.
I'm sure that's written somewhere on the internet, and the internet is the arbor of truth. Arbor?
Is an arbor like a harbor and an arbiter and an arbor? But I guess that's already a word because trees and stuff.
All right.
But
in my defense,
I feel like you wanted to say one word and then you tried to say another one, and then it was kind of a portmanteau.
No, I just meant to say arbiter, and then I forgot the second part of the word.
Okay.
But
cool.
I'd like just in my defense, it is 1:30 in the morning. All right.
Yes.
I'm an old man.
A very long day. Day is still going. If you would like to give us money.
So our days could be shorter.
And if not shorter, at least more money filled because of the money you're getting. The Patreon.
Yes.
There's a link You give us a monthly thing, and then we make videos like this, like the stupid crap you're watching now. We will be doing a bonus episode as usual, another episode of Otaku.
Yep.
If you're wondering what it is, then you'll have to go look at the video list on the YouTube channel, assuming you're watching this in the future, which realistically most people will be. So.
They certainly won't be watching it right now.
Yeah, they won't be watching it now. They won't be watching it in the past. So it's, even though the particular episode that has the the anime recommendations isn't technically made yet, it's a safe bet to assume that it is out at this point when you're listening to this now, which is in the future, which is not in the future now, which the present is now, but in the future from now.
In the future present tense.
Mm-hmm. My point being that it will be a surprise to you as it will be a surprise to us, because we haven't decided yet, but I do have a list. We'll see what happens. If you haven't watched Death Note yet from the last episode, you totally just go watch that. The recommendation still stands.
Also, Maximum the Hormone. What's up, people?
Yes.
That
What's
is
up, people?
Fantastic.
It's real good. It's real good. It's just a great tune. Yeah, the first season opening is a little it's just like, J-rock, whatever. It sounds like anime music.
Oh.
But Maximum the Hormone, that's something special.
That's yeah.
It's really good. It's really good.
It's yeah. it's good. I'm not even going to qualify it. It's good.
Yeah. It's not like ironically good. It's just good.
It's good.
It's enjoyable Japanese anime opening death metal. Okay.
Which is a very focused in genre.
Yeah, sure.
But it's an excellent example of this genre.
Yeah, certainly. It fits all that criteria.
Did you just say certainly?
I guess. I don't think so. I can always go back and listen to this. Let me roll the tape back. On. That's the tape hiss. Oh no, if you listen real closely. Oh man.
Hey, Jeff.
We got some EVPs on this.
Stop.
I will quote something you said earlier in this episode. So if he just if you just keep pulling the head back, it's just nothing but teeth.
Are you getting back at me for that?
I don't know. I thought I'd pull it out later. I didn't know it would be later on the episode, but that's how these things go. So tired.
Yeah.
Let's stop recording now.
Yeah, let's stop.